this is Kimberly from Lakeside Loops, and today I'm going to show you how to make my Watson Waffle crochet socks. This is my third sock pattern, but the first one that I'm doing for free, and I'm so excited to be sharing it for free. You can head to my website, www.lakesidaloops.com, where you can find the Waffle sock written pattern that you can use to follow along with this video tutorial. So as with all my other video tutorials, this is just meant as a guide to help with the written pattern. So you'll still need either to look online at the written pattern or to download a copy of the written pattern for this video tutorial to make sense and for you to be able to fully complete the sock. I'm just going to go over sorry, that's my puppy. We just got a puppy. And he doesn't realize I'm trying to make a video for you. So I was saying that this video I'll just be making the smallest size just because it's the fastest to work up for you. And I'm only going to be going over the trickier parts, so like the beginning of each new step. So you will need to look at the written pattern either online, like I said, or download it. So head to the website, lakesidaloops.com, and you can find everything you need to know there. This pattern makes sizes from itty bitty baby all the way up to grown adult, actually women's size 10 to 12 or men's size 9 to 11 are the largest sizes. And really you could go bigger, but that was as big as I went. But you could adjust the pattern to go bigger if you wanted to. You need a crochet hook, an E or 9, 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, and you also need fine weight yarn. So you're looking for like a size 2, a sport weight yarn, or 5 ply. I used Loops and Threads Cambria. Hope I'm saying that right. It's really soft. It was easy on the hands, fun to work with. I'm not sure if that's available everywhere. I found it at my local Michael's. Alright, so to get started with round 1, I've chained 3 and I'm going to work 9 double crochets in the third chain from my hook. So this beginning chain right here, the very first one that we made. And this is the toe of our sock. So I'm using my contrasting color or whatever color I want my toe to be. Alright, so I've skipped ahead here and I've worked my 9 double crochets. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my beginning chain to finish off my round. Now for round 2, it's a little bit different. We're going to be working 2 front post double crochets around each stitch. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to put my hook through to the back and around to the other side of my first stitch. I'm going to grab some yarn and pull it back around with me to the back to the other side of my stitch. I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. That's 1 front post double crochet. We need to work a second front post double crochet around that same stitch. So I'm going to go back around the first stitch, grab my yarn, and finish my double crochet. So I've worked 2 front post double crochets around the same stitch, and we're going to do that all the way around. So I'm at the end of round 2, I've skipped ahead again, and I'm going to slip stitch into my beginning chain to finish off the round. Just like that. Now for round 3, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to front post double crochet around the first stitch, and then 2 front post double crochet around the following stitch. Making sure I didn't mix that up. So you're going to do that all the way around. So 1 front post double crochet and then 2 front post double crochets all the way around. And then if you're working on the baby size, one of the baby sizes like I am, this will be your last round of increases, and then you're going to skip ahead. So I'll come back to you here in a minute. Alright, so I've just finished round 3, and again I'm working on the baby size, so I'm going to stop here and I'm going to skip ahead to round 7 in the written instructions. If you're making a larger size, so a size other than one of the baby sizes, you're going to continue to do increases. So just have a look at your written pattern to see what you should do next. I'm skipping ahead to round 7. So round 7 we just chain 2 and we front post double crochet all the way around. So I've skipped ahead again. I'm sorry for those of you who wanted like every single stitch videoed, but I'm just trying to keep this video as short as possible, short and sweet. So I've skipped ahead to, I've just finished round 8. I just wanted to show you guys if it's starting to sort of curl up towards you, that's totally normal and okay. Just fold it down. And inside you'll see this ribbing. This makes the socks extra thick and squishy and warm. I love the fact that this is kind of like a happy accident that the inside ended up looking like this and being so soft. Some of you over the years, like my other 2 sock patterns are like this as well, and have expressed concerns about there being ribbing and how that would feel on the bottom of your feet, but you don't notice it at all because when the socks are worn, it actually it all goes together. So you don't notice that ribbing, it's not bothersome, or at least I don't find it that it is. So now we're gonna switch colors for round 9, and we're going to start using the color that you'd like the rest of your sock to be. So the body of your sock, in my case, that's gray. If you follow me on social media, Instagram in particular, that's no surprise to you. So I'm just going to bring that gray in, and I just like to tie this to keep it really secure, and I'll leave that in later. All right, so round 9 is just a repeat of round 8 basically, but in a different color. We're just going to front post double crochet all the way around. All right, so I'm just about to start round 10, and this is where we're going to start creating that waffle look with our stitches. So we're going to chain, oops, I've got the 2 colors going on here. There we go. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to front post double crochet around the first stitch. And now we're going to back post double crochet around the next 2 stitches. So this time, instead of working this way, we're going to go in from behind, cross over the front and in through the back to grab our yarn, pull it through to the back, and then yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to do another front post double crochet. We're just going to be repeating this front post double crochet around 1, back post double crochet around 2. And in the case of the size that I'm making, I'm going to repeat this 5 times. So all together I will have done this 5 times. All right, so I've skipped ahead. You're probably getting sick of hearing me say I've skipped ahead, but that's what I've done. And I've done this 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to front post double crochet around the next stitch. And now we're going to half double crochet into the next stitch. So this isn't a front post or a back post stitch, it's just a regular old half double crochet. And now we're going to front post double crochet around the remaining stitches in our round. So I'll show you on a finished sock. So this is your join, and then on the opposite side, this is your half double crochet. Then on the top, you have this waffle look, and on the back, you have, it almost looks ribbed, but these are all front post double crochets. So for round 11, I've chained 2, and I'm going to front post double crochet around my first stitch. This first stitch is always a front post double crochet, and then the next 2 stitches you're either back post double crocheting, or in the case of row 11 or round 11, you're double crocheting into the stitch. So it's not a front post or a back post stitch, you're going right into the stitch and you're going to work a double crochet. Again, right into the stitch to do your double crochet, and now we're going to switch back to a front post double crochet. You can kind of see the waffle starting to take shape now. And on our next round, we'll be doing back post double crochets around these 2 center stitches again, and that'll make the top of them pop out to create that waffle look. So I'll show you on this one. So this ridge was created by back post double crochets here, then we worked 2 regular double crochets, and then more back post double crochets to make this pop out. So we just alternate back and forth to create this really cute little waffle. I just love waffles. All right, so I hate to say it, but I've skipped ahead again. I'm on round 14 for the baby size. If you're doing a different size, this round is a different number, but it starts with round 14 for the baby size. And this round's a little bit different. It's business as usual up until you get, once you've completed the half double crochet. Instead of front post double crocheting around the back, you're actually going to create a chain. And what this is going to do is create a hole. I'll show you. So we're right here, and we're going to create a chain, which is going to create a hole that we can later fill in and make our heel. And this may seem really short to you, like that's too small to start the heel, but the heel actually adds some length to the bottom of the foot. So don't worry too much if that feels too short for the front of your foot or for your foot, because the heel will add some more length to it. So in my case for the baby size, I had to chain 10, and now I'm going to join to my beginning, the top of my beginning chain. You can see here we've created a hole, which will end up being the heel. So round 15 for the baby size, again, it's a different round for you if you're making a bigger size. I'm at the point where I've done my half double crochet, and now I'm going to double crochet into each of these chains around the back. I should have the same number of double crochets as I did chains in the previous round. So in my case, 10 double crochets, which also matches how many front post double crochets I have around the back of my sock here. All right, so now you could skip ahead to the heel instructions within the pattern to create your heel now if you'd like to, and I'll tell you why later, why that might be an easier idea for some of you, but I'm going to continue on and create the leg of the sock and then come back and do up the heel. The reason it might be a good idea to do this now is because the majority of the heel is worked from outside the sock, but at the very end you do have to seam a little bit together, and that involves turning your sock inside out. So at this point, if we were to make the sock and turn it inside out to seam something, it's pretty easy to do. If you've made a really long sock, like this guy here, turning it inside out might not be something you want to do. You might want to do that earlier on. Another thing to note is when you're building up the leg of your sock, I have very straight chicken legs. Embarrassingly non-curvy. All my life I've wanted some kind of a calf, and I just don't. So these socks have no increases in the leg. The sock is stretchy, so for me that's enough. Like I said, I have an embarrassingly small circumference to my calves. I need to start running or something. So anyway, these have no increases in the legs. So if you are fortunate enough to have some lovely calves or some more curvy legs, which I've always wanted, you can add increases into the back of your sock. That's what I would recommend for you to do to tailor the sock to your particular leg shape. So you can just sort of scatter, instead of doing 1 double crochet, you can do 2 double crochets like what we did when we were increasing the toe. So you can sort of just scatter those around the back of your sock as you need. And the great thing about these socks, because they're from the toe up, you can try them on as you're making them to see, you know, where you need to put your increases and sort of really custom tailor it to your own leg shape. All right, so I finished up my baby sock other than the heel. So now I'm going to show you how to create the heel portion. So we're going to grab our sock so that our waffle section is facing down and our heel is facing up. So we're going to grab our contrasting color yarn if you want your heel in a contrasting color, and we're going to join it right where our seam is. So we're going to look up, sorry, let me get in frame here. We're going to follow our seam up to the very top where it ends close to the heel opening, and we're going to grab our contrasting color and pull it through. Now we're going to chain 1, and to secure my yarn I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Now that I've chained 1, I can tie it in a knot. And it'll keep it secure. So now we're going to single crochet 3 together, and basically what we're doing is we're closing up this area here. So you're just going to work your hook any 3 places that you can. So I'm going to insert my hook right here, and right here. And I'm going to yarn over and pull through all those loops to finish up my single crochet 3 together. Now we're going to front post double crochet 2 together. So I'm going to kind of rotate. We're going to be working in a circle around our heel opening here. So I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to be front post double crocheting these 2 stitches together. So I'm going to yarn over, I bring my hook around the stitch, I bring the yarn back through, yarn over and pull through just 2. I'm going to yarn over again, bring my hook around, bring the yarn back, yarn over and pull through just 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. And we front post double crocheted these 2 stitches together. Now they're 1. We're going to front post double crochet around, in my case because I'm making the baby size, it'll be the next 6 stitches. So I've front post double crocheted around the next 6 stitches. Now we're going to front post double crochet these last 2 ribs together. So I've yarned over, I'm going to yarn over and pull through just 2, yarn over again, go through the second, or around the second stitch, yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. Now we're going to kind of rotate again, and we are going to single crochet the next 3 stitches together. So really again we're just trying to sort of seal up this area here. So you're going to work into whatever 3 spaces you can to single crochet this section together. So it'll be here, there, and here. So just whatever 3 spaces you can get into to single crochet that area together. Now we're going to front post double crochet these 2 stitches together. And now we're going to front post double crochet around the next 6 stitches again. And now we are going to front post double crochet these last 2 stitches together. And now we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning chain. So for the second round of the heel, you can see we worked all the way around this opening with the first round, and we're just going to continue to decrease on all the ends there until our heel comes to a point. So these are all decreases until it comes to a point, or if you're doing a bigger size, you might have a few stitches here, it might not be quite a point. And then these are all single crochets on the sides. So I've chained 1, and now I'm going to single crochet into this stitch. And I'm going to front post double crochet these 2 stitches together. This one almost looks like 2, but this is the one that we joined together last round. So you're going to work part of your front post double crochet around that, part around that second one, and finish it all off. So now these 3 stitches have become 1. You're going to front post double crochet around the next 4 stitches. And now you're going to front post double crochet these next 2 stitches together. So again, that looks kind of like 2, but it's only 1. Sorry, my thumbs. I'm all thumbs with these video tutorials. Now single crochet into this stitch, and now front post double crochet these 2 stitches together. And you're going to front post double crochet the next 4, and then front post double crochet these last 2 stitches together before joining to your beginning chain. And again, you're going to continue to do that until, well, you can follow the written pattern and it'll tell you when to stop, and then we're going to seam together. There'll be a little hole at the top and we'll seam that together. All right, so I've completed my decreases for the baby size. And again, if you're making a larger size, the hole you have at the end of your heel would be larger. This is just a little itty bitty one, but we still want to close it up. So I'm going to leave my hook, or I'm going to pull the yarn a little bit there. I'm going to cut it. And now I'm going to pull it all the way through. Now I'm going to grab my hook and I'm going to pull that end through the hole, just like that. Now we want to turn our sock inside out. It's also a great chance to weave in all of your ends. So my sock's inside out. All right, and what we want to do is we just want to slip stitch this end together. So in my case, I only really have 2 stitches to work through, but if you're doing larger sizes, you might have 4 stitches to slip stitch together. So just have a look at the written pattern to see what you need to do. There you go. And now you can weave these ends in, turn your sock right side out again, and there you have it. I hope that you enjoyed this video tutorial. I hope that it helped you with the written pattern, and I really hope that you love making up these socks and that you enjoy wearing them, that they keep your feet cozy and happy. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to email me. It's lakesideloops@gmail.com. Please, I would love if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would be so grateful. And thank you very much. Take care. Happy crocheting.